everybody. Welcome everybody to the next game of the tournament. This game we have Central A facing Northern A. I don't know what game this is, but we're about to start. We got 20 seconds on the clock. In Northern, we've got number 2 Isaac Lees, number 3 Ben Hugh, number 4 Daniel Hoglinger, number 6 Ryan Galloway, 7 James Boyd, 8 Fraser Smith Rice, 9 Daniel Glennie, 10 Henry Lang, 11 Benji Brewer, 12 Thomas Ransbottom, and I am number 5 Jude Wilson, sitting on the side for this one. Game is about to start. From the Central boys, I'll get through this really quick. We've got 2 Tom Curtin, 3 Dom Hiker, 4 Nick Jones, captain, 5 Finley Necklin,
Who is sitting out this game due to a concussion?
7 Ollie Necklin, 8 Hamish Wright, 9 Sam Mitchell, 10 Cam Jones, 12 Sam Kilduff, 13 William Adams, and right into the action.
Like there's already been a rift call. Figure out who that's going to. It looks like it's
Infringement from number 2, I'm hearing.
against Central. No, against Northern.
Up against Northern. An action-packed start to the game so far. Northern slacking a little bit off the advantage puck. Central taking it wide to the left wall. Good steal from number 7. That is James Boyd.
I think the goalie Will Adams getting really involved, trying to go out wide off the wall.
Big flick caught by centre number 4, the illustrious Daniel Hoglinger. But they're making a drive up the right wall. This is going to be a tense game, though.
Hence what it is, Jude. And we're seeing the Central team trying to push it up that wall, somewhat unsuccessfully. Oh,
Fight. Not much to see from the cameras, unfortunately, but lots of engagement. But they're making it to the centre. Northern have got it in front of the goal. No, but Central have taken it. They're going for a deep wide,
got a big-
right out to the right.
Centre Nick Jones currently on the puck controlling position, but it looks like Daniel Holinger has regained the puck once again, trying to pass off to his other Northern players.
It's a real back and forward fight. But it just keeps swapping possession between Northern and Central, fighting it back and forth. Northern probing Central's defense, trying to look for any way in there. This play is running smooth like peanut butter. Central have got it locked in the corner.
it's definitely an intense first half so far. Got both teams coming out really fighting. I think teams have been waiting for. It's really important seeing both teams really go for it next time.
Looks like there's been another rift call
We
once
have a
again
wrist
against
call.
Northern. For barging.
Barging from number 3 against. Need to clean up the act. Yeah, it's only 2 calls, but it can spiral to send out to him.
I'm sure Central will be looking out to clear it to the walls here, get it away from their goal bin, make some ground up the field.
Once again, we're into that back and forward tussle on the wall, right by both sub benches. Oh, we had a brief breakaway from Central, but there's another ref's call.
Against Central this time.
We've got number
friendly.
8, sticking friendly. I
Hamish
believe.
Wright.
Hamish
Watch a
Wright.
Hamish.
Fun fact about Hamish Wright, he is in the NZ Under-19 A team this year, which is a pretty impressive feat. And play continues. Northern really trying to push it through, but Central's blocking them quite nicely. There's a bit of a strong arm wrestle there. Swimming it across the pool, out to the wing. But Central hits him where it
Sam
hurts.
Kilda holding position, going wide there. Cutting off to his centre, Nick Jones.
Puck is moving back and forward across the pool like crazy.
That was a really nice play there by Central. You'd see they've just been able to make a whole heap of ground in a very short space of time. They've found their gap and they're really pushing for it, trying to make all the mistakes that Northern is making really hurt them.
all of a sudden we're in Central Northern's corner. Central really pushing to get across to the goal, but it looks like Northern are defending well. It's on the back wall. Trying to drive it up to the goal bin, but no success thus far. Back into the corner.
Nick Jones putting a big 45, trying to get up to the wing, intercepted by the Northern player, coming back up to the wall.
Bit of momentum up the Northern's left wall there. And again, Northern, great break from Northern, trying to swim it up the pool, but Central intercepts, and we're back in the middle. This is a dangerous spot for Northern, but they clear it back out to the wall. And we're driving back up for Northern. Ooh, Central breaks through. This is dangerous territory. Central brings it all the way through to the corner there on the back wall. But Northern manages to clear it back out to the corner.
Another ref's call. It's like
This is an advantage call.
against Northern. Very close to their goal bin, so I'm sure Central will be happy to have this advantage right in front of the goal and hopefully manage to score off of it. But Northern will be looking to clear it out to either of the walls and just lock it away from their goal where they can't score.
Yeah, Central will be coming in like a wrecking ball on this one, really trying to capitalize on the advantage that they've been given. It's a tough fight in front of the goal. Northern really want to clear this out.
Oh,
this
getting
is
very
dangerous.
close to the goal
Turning
bin.
back from Central.
Oh,
but manages to clear
They're
it
able to
out.
clear it out.
Number 12, Thomas Ramsbottom.
Thomas is
Northern
making that
captain,
drive up the wall.
but
Oh
it's
yeah, it
coming
looks like
back.
Central has got it back. They're driving it off the wall.
This is a real tough fight here right in front of the goal bin.
Wow, lots of changes of position going on. And another ref's call.
Sounds like we have gloving against Central this time. And that's a timeout for Northern. They'll be taking a minute to talk about their strategies as a team, see what they need to do better, see how they can avoid such a scary situation like that right in front of their goal bin for a good 30 seconds from happening again.
Yeah, from what I saw, I think they needed to just take more time and, you know, resetting the puck. It seemed that they were very eager, which is good, to just get it out of there as quick as possible. What actually ended up happening was it was just getting ripped off the wall and straight back into their, you know, middle of their goal bin, basically. But, yeah, I'm sure their coach, is that Sam?
Yeah, that's Sam Mark.
Yeah, I'm sure Sam Marshall will be eager to, you know, tell their boys to get their act together.
He does love to do that.
Equally, I think the Central coach, Clark Samuel, will be giving the boys some wise words on what they can do to use those advantages to their best ability so that they can utilize those and hopefully score a goal pretty soon.
And a simile is like comparing one thing to another. You can like it as this game is like an arm wrestle, back and forth. Both teams really fighting to get an advantage over the other person.
Fun fact about the Central team, it actually has 7 players from Wellington College who have a bit of a rivalry with GDC, one of the Auckland schools, but unfortunately did not get to play each other at schools nationals this year. So I'm sure the boys will be enjoying seeing how those guys play and finally getting to verse them.
And we're back on the wall here. It seems like that's a favorite location of the players in this game thus far. They're really strong arming it out on the wall.
Yeah, so Northern doing a good job to push through. Hopefully we can get a change of camera going on. Unfortunately, we're in a little bit of a blind spot, but I think they're just having a bit of a position war on the wall right now.
Both
See
the
if what-
centres shutting down the wides really well here.
Oh, yeah. Slowing it down on the wall, just waiting for those opportunities.
Classic tactic by Daniel Hoglinger. Turn it back, turn it back, turn it back. Spin in circles till someone's open.
It's a bit of a slippery salmon, that Daniel Hoglinger.
But once again, Lots of back and forth fighting on the walls here, but up in Central's corner, looks like they've got possession, trying to bring it down further the pool, get it out of their territory. Although Northern's bringing it in the middle, but we've got a ref's call once again.
Against Northern.
Stick infringement. That's from number 2, Isaac Lees from Maharangi College. Fun fact about Isaac, a normal Tuesday night for Isaac is putting his feet up on the coffee table and downing a full 1-liter tub of yogurt. So he will be energized for this game, thanks to all that yogurt. Play continues. Northern, again, trying to bring it up the wall. Central really holding them off. As I've said many times already, it's a real back and forth game, this one. We're 10 minutes nearly into the first half. No goals scored. But Central, great drive up the left wall.
From number 3, Dom.
Well defended. There's Isaac Lees on the puck again. But it looks like he's lost it. Puck slips out for a second, but back onto the wall.
There's number 10, Cam Jones, trying to make a bit of a swim with his left-handed dummy.
This is some extraordinary play being seen between the two teams.
Really big drive there.
We're over to
Northern's-
the other wall now.
Yeah, Northern's able to shut it down and kind of reset it and keep it going.
Good drive up the wall there, laying it back, swimming through, trying to break that central defense, but it looks like they've taken it, bringing it out to the middle for a deep wide.
Oh,
Northern really has to catch up here. They're making a lot of ground. That's again number 3, Dom Heitke from Central, putting in a lot of good work. But Northern's managed to stop them, biting it up the wall once
Some good
again.
wall action. Nick Jones on the puck, taking it through. Didn't quite make it to his forward there.
Playing advantage at the moment. We're right back up near the central goal bin, but they've got possession, so I'm sure that won't last very long.
Both teams forwards just trying to interrupt their rotations on the wall, get in the way so that neither team can make ground.
Looks like we've made our way up into the central corner. Northern will be looking for a drive down the back here or turning it back and popping
Central
a 45.
defending hard.
And we have a call. That is illegally stopping the puck against Northern.
I think Central will be really happy to just have this advantage puck on their side, you know. We'll give them a chance to reset and probably take it wide.
And they've called a timeout here. Central probably wanting to talk about the best way to defend this with 3 minutes, 36 seconds left on the clock. Every second counts at this point. We can see that both team coaches chatting away, trying to impart any wisdom that they have.
I think Central has a slight advantage there just because they're able to sit on the side of the pool where Northern's, you know, treading a little bit of water.
Catch a bit more of a break. Maybe that's a tactical call from Clarkson.
Maybe it is, but, you know, I know where I'd like to be sitting, not, you know, treading water.
Absolutely right. It's in 10 seconds. Setting up for an important play here.
It'll be interesting to see if Central chooses to go to the wall here and try to lock it down, or go on more of a bit of a riskier wide and try to make some ground up the pool. And it looks like they chose the wide.
Going for the wide. And they made it all the way to the other side of the pool. Northern's doing a good chance of stopping that play, though. Bit of a battle going on here, two teams. Ooh, but Central is having a good drive. Making a lot of ground. Oh,
Shut down by Northern.
good play.
Once again, we're in hot water. Well, not literally, but figuratively for the Northern team. Right up in their corner. Central's looking really strong out of that timeout. making good ground, but Northern's stopping it thus far. Trying to get some counter momentum up the wall.
Absolutely. Whatever Clark said in that timeout really worked.
And another ref's call against.
Obstruction number 2 against Central.
That is
Sorry,
Tom.
number 12, actually. Sam Kilder.
Sam Kilder, known for his headshots. Also on 2023 tournament team and on the Central A for his second year.
Here goes Daniel Hoglinger trying to drive up through Central. Looks like the puck's going back to the wall. Central have possession. Once again, it's a wrestling match, but the puck's come off the wall. It's in the middle. Northern trying to take it back to the wall, looks like, but Central have held off. They're going right out wide, turning it back. But Northern takes control.
Ooh,
That's number 2, Isaac Lee's making a powerful drive down the pool. Coming in like a wrecking ball, you could say.
Oh, wow. Big drive. They're just able to keep on rolling with that momentum, and they're getting very close to the goal bin here.
Central will be nervous
Oh!
here. That's a big flick from
That was
number
a
12,
shot
but
at
it
the
doesn't
goal.
make it in.
And there's been a call.
We have a call.
That might have been a goal.
This is a ref timeout,
Ref
folks.
timeout.
It looked like it touched the bottom of the bin, but we cannot be sure. This is a very tense moment. 1 minute, 17 seconds left in the first half. Have Northern scored, or is it all just a scare for Central? Wow, onomatopoeia, what a game.
I think it'll be very interesting to see what the refs call here, because we all saw it. It was very close to the goal bin, but there also may have been some sort of complications going on, you know, gloving, stick infringement, anything like that, and they can fully disallow.
Either way, very impressive drive from Northern's star player, centre Daniel Hoglinger, trying to get it up through the Central team. We're seeing the refs discuss live, trying to figure out exactly what happened, what the call is here.
Little shout out to one of the refs, Ref Gabby.
Gabby Hoskins.
Shout out to you,
legendary
legendary
ref.
ref and underwater hockey player.
And we have a penalty goal awarded to Northern. So that must mean there was a stick infringement or a gloving on the defense from Central B there.
Sure, Central will be pretty gutted after
Ref's
getting
whistle.
a goal against them after such a long 14 minutes of play. But they'll be coming back firing in this next minute and then have a nice rest for a couple minutes before the start of the second half.
Central will be really looking to come in punish and make a comeback play in the last 44 seconds of this half.
Central had a strong strike. They're really hungry for it after that goal.
And Northern on the inverse will be doing everything they have in their power not to let that happen.
Some strong drives up the wall here from either side.
But not much play seen in the center of the pool this game. Mostly wall and then a deep wides to the other side.
I
Looks
think
like
both teams are really anxious about that defense, you know,
Ooh.
as soon as it gets into wide water.
big swim from Northern. We have another rest call, but it's against Northern. So that's resetting their impetus. With 8 seconds on the clock, it doesn't look like there's going to be much else happening in this half.
And
Refs are calling time.
that's half time.
Halftime, teams will be swapping over. What a game we have seen so far,
A very exciting first half, I might say.
especially between two teams with such strong rivalry historically and in recent times. As Lily said, with GDC and Wellington not getting to play each other at Nationals.
Yeah, and who was doing the draw for Nationals? Because that seems like a bit of a... give the people what they want, I say.
It was a real tough result for Wellington at Nationals this year, unfortunately. So they'll be really looking to make their comeback here, I'm sure.
Yeah, absolutely. One of my fun facts about the Central team is that both Cam Jones and Nick Jones are playing on the same team. They are brothers.
And we also have Finlay Nicklin and Ollie Nicklin, although unfortunately, due to Finlay's concussion, he had to leave to go game for him.
Central is playing with 9 people this whole tournament. It's quite a feat because they brought Sam Mitchell up from wing into forward when he's not usually used to playing in forward. So good on you, Sam.
Strong play over there. And also, just before we get into the second half, we might take some time just to introduce ourselves on the commentator bench.
Oh, big shout out. We've got a special guest here, Chris Sykes, retired Northern A-team member from 2022, coming in to commentate with us here today.
Sure, you've heard his voice, you know his face. It's Jude Wilson to my left over here.
Last but not least, we have
Liliana O'Connell from Central.
representing the central perspective here. Of course, we've got to have an even perspective in the commentary booth, delivering the best service to all our beloved viewers at home.
Chris provides wisdom from having lived in Auckland and being on Northern A himself, as well as currently living in Wellington and playing with a lot of the Central players.
Being a member of Club Team Crocs.
I can say from playing with all of these boys that, you know, they like some good hockey. You know, they're all good players. They all know how to play, and so I'm excited for the second half.
And once again, we got to highlight that goal from Daniel Hoglinger, shooting it into the goal bin like a three-pointer. That was an incredible play.
"40 seconds left into the second half. I just wonder what those coaches are saying to their teams right now, you know? Just squeeze the best performances out of them.
Yeah, they'll be really trying to rile up the players, get them emotional, but in the good way, where they're ready to absolutely put everything they have into this game. We got 20 seconds left on the halftime clock. Once again, Northern in black with 1 goal, Central in white with none. This is going to be a very, very hard-fought second half.
I'm curious to see if the boys on the strike will try to go straight through the middle and try to get some momentum straight up the pool, or if they'll go on a bit more of a wide and try to build their phases up the wall.
And we are about to see. Buzzer sounds, and they're off to the strike. Looks like Central makes it their first. But hard contested straight away by Northern. Looks like it's making its way out to a wall again. Central good spin, taking it out to the center. Contested by Northern, but they maintain possession. Picked up by Northern's wing. Defended by Central.
Lovely tackle there from Sam Kilduff.
Big, deep wide. Oh, good pass up there to Isaac Lees. Isaac's been putting in the hard yards this game. He's a real powerhouse, that one. But it looks like Central still are managing to stop his drives. Once again, we find ourselves on a wall. But Northern Centre takes it out to the middle. They'll be really trying to push up here and solidify that lead with the second goal, I'm sure. We have a ref's call, though, sounding like it's against Central, barging number 12. Gosh, Sam Kilduff really needs to clean up his act here.
Sam.
According to Lily, known for his headshots, which is a bad precedent to set for yourself. These boys are all swimming hard, kicking their toes furiously.
Oh,
Northern
they're
trying
getting
to swim
close
it
to
into
the goal
net.
bin now.
The back and forward. Northern need to make sure that they don't leave the back door open here and let Central B swim it out with a breakaway.
Central doing a good job.
Hey, sorry.
Central doing a good job of that defense. They're able to make a drive up the wall.
But it's held off by number 9, Daniel Glennie of Howard College.
Ooh. Central now trying to peel it off the wall.
Once again, it finds its way to Isaac Lees, number 2. Strong arming it up the wall, but number 13 from Central, William Adams, stops that drive once again.
Strong flips to his forwards there. Lots of chopping and changing in position. Both teams are really trying to scrap it out.
Absolutely.
Central
There
able
goes
to peel it off the wall.
Another great big deep wide. Central is looking like they're really liking these deep wide plays this game. But again, we've got a ref's call. This is barging against white, so it's going to be Northern's advantage. As always, they'll be looking to capitalize here.
Quite a few players for Northern, eh? Quite a few, like, advantages.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I'd say the fouls have been fairly back and forth. Northern having a couple at the start. Central having a few more in the second half. We've got 12 minutes left on the clock. Northern's advantage. They're taking it out to the center, trying to find space, but Northern's picking it up. Central's picking it up. And it makes its way back to the wall.
Good cut across over there, and you can see that flick to that forward really
Really
made
nice
it through.
work up to Ben Hugh, number 3.
Just putting
Forward.
Central on that back foot. They're really trying to drive it through there. And we're getting very close to the goal bin.
Amazing
Oh!
drive. The puck has found its way into the goal bin, but we're not sure what the call will be yet. That
That's-
is a goal for Northern. Goal by number 3, Ben Hugh. Fun fact about Ben Hugh, his biggest pet peeve is passing the puck. And this time it looks like it's worked out for him because he's managed to swim it up all the way to the goal bin. That is a big win for Northern here, putting them 2 goals ahead of Central.
I'm sure they'll be very happy with that with just 11 minutes left in the second half.
I'll tell you, Chris, as the bench player for Northern, I'm very happy about that.
I'm sure you are, Jude. I'm sure you are. But hey, anything can happen in the second half. We've got 11 minutes of straight hockey left.
Absolutely. And 11 minutes is a long time when you're in the pool.
Absolutely. They cannot be complacent.
Arguably even longer when you're not in the pool.
I'm sure Central is really trying to, bring it in. They're making some good plays.
Please, Sam, let me play in the finals. All right, so the game continues.
It looks like Central's coming back with a vengeance here, trying to score on Northern A after they put them up 2 goals. But Northern does seem to be shutting down all their efforts to make some ground forward really well, with their centre Daniel Holinger sitting off the wall, trying to shut down those wides that they're cutting, but they manage one successfully.
Central is fired up here, swimming it all the way across the pool, making Northern work hard to catch up with them. But Northern looks like they've got the puck, making a strong drive up the left
Again
wall.
from number 3, Ben Hugh, a previous goal scorer. Massive drive from him, shut off by number 13, Will Adams.
Back to number 3 in the corner. He's trying to take it out. Where's the opposition? Central team. Oh. Captain of the Central team. Jones. my
Cam Jones,
apologies.
his little brother. Nick Jones with the Australian mask there.
Flicking it back into the corner. Strong move.
Got the central forward, Sam Mitchell, just trying to interrupt the rotations.
And Northern really trying to make a drive up the back wall.
Northern
Number
goalie
11,
there.
Benji Brewer. I know that large behind from anywhere. Makes its way up to 7. James Ramsbottom. And there's Hoglinger again trying to put it in, but Central clears it out to the corner. Would be really looking to get it out of this dangerous territory for them.
Central doing some real scramble defense, but it seems to be working for them as of now.
This is a scrappy fight at the moment. There goes number 11, Benji Brewer again, but number 4 from Central picks it up. It's in the center, which is dangerous, but it looks like they've got the forward momentum to get it out of their end zone.
Northern was doing a really good job there of just recycling the puck and really getting it on their back foot.
9 minutes remaining on the clock. For Northern, it's going to be really important that they don't become complacent. They don't sit pretty on their 2 goals up and let Central make a comeback at them. They've got to be fighting with everything they have to keep this lead. But it looks like everyone's getting tired. There's a lot of players on the surface. Central doing a reset, trying to find more momentum up the side wall.
Managed to build some phases up the wall, now trying to cut off 45. Shut down by that Northern goalie, number 8.
Fraser Smith-Rice. And we have another rest call here. Quick fun fact about Fraser Smith-Rice. He is a big spender. His average Wendy's order can reach up to the heights of $30. Fraser was also, he's also successfully achieved NCAA Level 1, which is quite the feat for him. But we have a timeout here. Didn't see which team it was, but either way, both teams will be getting a 1-minute rest that I'm sure they really need at this point in the game. With 7 minutes and 59 seconds on the clock.
Central's really going to be putting in the effort here to get Northern on their back leg and really drive in some goals.
And this time it's the flip side. Northern get to sit on the edge of the pool, so they'll be regaining that energy ever so slightly faster than Central.
Later this afternoon, these 2 teams will be playing each other again in the final for 1st and 2nd place. So I'm sure Northern, if they manage to hold off this game, will be going into that quite confident, and Central will be coming back hoping to turn the tables.
Absolutely right. This game will be a real harbinger of the finals to follow later today. And play resumes in 5 seconds. Both teams getting down there. This looks like it's an advantage ball for Central. Trying to capitalize on this, but comes out to number 2. Isaac Lee's clearing it out to the wall.
Sam Mitchell holding him off there.
And we see Fraser Smith-Rice, Northern goalie, in there again, stopping Central's progress.
They're able to wedge it into their corner, which is, you know, a very safe space. But now we're having a drive up the wall.
Big swim out of the corner there for Fraser, putting in the hard yards.
Nick Jones resetting it on the puck.
This is a very tense game, ladies and gentlemen. I am sure you can all feel it from home, and we are certainly feeling it here in the commentary booth. We've got
And
a
there's been
ref
another ref's call.
stick infringement against Central. This is what Northern really wants to happen. Sorry, everybody, I'm a bit distracted from the last game I commentated, but Northern will be looking to punish this foul and push up the pool, get Central out of their zone. It's going out wide, but
Northern is doing a good job of resetting it.
makes his way back to the goalie, and he's pushing
Keeping
up.
position.
Got to make sure that he doesn't leave the team undefended, though. What a swim from Fraser.
What a good swim, able to find that real space there.
Oh, back and forth. They're pinging it between them. That's a big
That's
flick
a
up
big
towards
drive.
the goal.
It's in Central's danger zone.
Central, they're fighting to clear it
Oh!
out, but it might have been slammed in by number.
That may have been another goal from Northern there. Central getting up a bit too late on that back wall to shut it off.
We have a timeout here, but that was a very impressive work. The team setting it
Goal
up in
to
front of the goal,
number 9.
and number 9 was able to swim through and slam it in.
Daniel
Glennie.
Glennie.
2 goals for
I
Daniel.
believe that's 2 goals for our wing. Daniel, players on the team that's only 16.
Very
We
impressive.
have biggest achievement in life is supposedly being born left-handed. I believe
Maybe
that
that's what
was
makes him so deadly in the
maybe
pool.
that
People
is
just aren't expecting it.
absolutely right. But we've got 40 more seconds on the timeout clock here. 6 minutes left in the game. Northern is going to be feeling good about this one.
Northern have really come out firing for this match.
They sure have. But they've got to be careful because that means that Central is going to be coming to the finals with all the more vengeance.
Absolutely.
You have to be careful what you bring upon yourself, that is for sure. 15 seconds until the timeout is over.
And 6 minutes still left on the clock. Are you expecting another goal, G?
I would say there's, you cannot say what could happen. There's nothing to say that Central couldn't come out and score 3 goals in 6 minutes. I've seen crazier things happen before, but here we go, resuming with the buzzer. Strong strike from both sides here. Very contested in the center, but looks like Central is carrying that momentum through, driving it
Ooh.
very strong up the left
Strong
wall.
drive up the left wall.
They're trying to
They're
bring
able
it
to
the
remain
center.
position. That flick just didn't quite make it there.
We have potential bad subbing spotted by the chief ref. We'll see if there's a call from that. In the meantime,
Oh, it's getting
Central
very close
pushing
to
it
the
up
goal
towards the
bin.
goal bin. Northern trying to clear it across. Central doesn't quite manage to put it in. It's a real fight in front of the goal bin here.
It was incredible defense from Northern there, getting it right on the lip. And oh, it looks like a goal.
Oh, that's a poor turn from Northern. Central managing to find the bottom of the bin, and that is a goal
Goal
for Central.
To number 2.
Number 12.
Number 12,
Sam Kilduff. We have 1 minute sin bin for illegal subbing. The chief ref spotted something. She's made a decision based on what she's seen. I'm not sure yet which team has had the send out, but I'm sure we'll see in a moment. Looks like it's Northern. Got a bit too excited in their figure and did an illegal sub.
A bit too excited on their goal bin, I believe. You know, they're very eager just to get in there.
Absolutely. And what a hard-fought goal that was. Number 10,
Number 10.
Henry Lang, right forward of the Northern team. Usually my subbing buddy, so pretty shocking behavior from him.
Another big strike for both teams. Bit of contention on the position there.
Well, Central's feeling a bit better after scoring a goal so quickly off of Northern there. But they'll be trying to utilise the fact that Northern's down a forward and just try to really swarm the forwards because they'll only have one now and they'll be getting pretty tight.
Absolutely. With that goal coming in the first minute and 30 seconds of the remaining
Good
six,
pressure
they've got
applied by Central, but Northern's just been able to retain possession and poke it through.
Northern will be really fighting hard here with the player out. Playing advantage, hard to see anything on cameras at the moment, but Central are driving up towards that goal again. Northern cannot afford to concede a goal here, but it
Ooh,
looks like Central
good
might
drive
pull
off the
something
wall
off.
for Central. Good
That's-
flick, it's right on the edge of their goal.
Dangerous turns in front of the
And
goal, but Northern
Northern-
managed to clear it out to the wall.
Good.
And we have number 10, Henry Lang, after his minute out for a legal clubbing. The teams are back to 6-on-6, 3 minutes and 26 seconds on the clock. Central will be giving it everything they've got on the right side. We have another rest call. This is against Central. Stick infringement. This is a very tough call for Central. They're losing precious seconds with every call, and especially when it's against them. They've got a fairly sizable margin to make up and only 3 minutes to do it. I'm not sure if they'll be able to manage at this point. We shall see. Oh, big swim out of the advantage for Central, but Northern picks it up for a deep wide. Big flick there.
It's coming over to the other wall now.
But Central looks like they're managing to clear it safely to the corner, taking it up out of the right wall, trying to clear it straight out of their end of the pool. 2 minutes, 22 seconds on the clock. Very tense last couple minutes of this.
Lovely
We've got
timing there.
all three refs playing advantage at the moment. And it looks like we've got a call barging
Against Central.
against Central. That's a really tough call for them. Their time is running down.
Right in front of goal as well.
Yep, the candle is burning low for Central. 2 minutes on the clock, 2 goals to score. Big drive. Before Central manages to get it out there. Picked up, but Central's driving through, and we have another call.
Another call.
We have breaking. That's a reset. It looks like Central have unfortunately gotten a bit too excited in their vigor to bring this game back, and have unfortunately broken, which means it's a reset.
Looks like centre Daniel Holinger taking the puck there with all of his forwards and even his goalie up in front.
Trying to put it in themselves there, but Central have a very strong back line, and they're able to swim it right down the field.
Lovely swim out there from Dom Hiker, number
Northern
3.
scrambling to keep up, but it looks like they've caught them at about the halfway mark. Counter momentum from Northern, but Central
Oh,
picks it
good
up
swim.
again.
Good swim from Cam Jones.
Cam Jones, that's number 10. Another under 19 player in the 18 last year as well, I believe. Or the 18 but under 19, sorry.
And there's
Got
been another call.
Only have 1 minute and 1 second on the clock, but there's been a stick infringement against Northern. Number 12, that's Thomas Ransbottom, the captain. Should be setting a better example for his teammates, you would think. Apparently not.
Central is really going to try to use this advantage puck all they can with a minute left on the clock. Interesting play there. They've driven it into the wall, and it's been shut down by Northern.
That said, Central's very strong on the wall. They're a pretty big team.
Looks like Northern here is just trying to hold it on the wall, count down the 40 seconds left in the game until they can have a breather and reset for the final.
And I'm sure that they're very happy that it's by this bench side. They're just able to get those rolling subs right on it and compactly keep it on the wall for as long as possible.
Northern are really counting the seconds down here.
Good
Well,
drive here from Central out wide.
Trying to capitalise, but it was picked up by number 9, Daniel Glennie again. We have a rest call against Northern. Must have been an illegal pickup.
Seconds to go. Central's going to be trying to just, I think, straight through the middle. Use these 20 seconds to hopefully score a goal.
Because even one more goal would be a morale booster for Central, leaving only a 1-goal gap between them.
Lovely dummy there from Nick Jones, number 4.
Like he's going to be able to find his way through the goal to the goal bin at this point.
Cleared out.
At this point, 8 seconds on the clock. Northern will be holding it. for
Very
the
safe
rest of this
spot
game.
there.
And that is all we have for you today, folks. A brilliant game between the Central A and Northern A teams.
Yeah. I'm sure both teams will be eager to bash it out again.
Absolutely. It was a pretty clean game. Only one send out, and that was for illegal subbing. Looks like it's going to be a very, very hard fought but good clean rivalry in the finals.
Absolutely. All right. I want to say thank you to the commentators. Thank you, Lily.
Absolutely. Thank you, Chris, for being here. And another shout out to our favorite ref, Gabby Hoskins. And thank you, everybody at home, for tuning in. We will see you again later, hopefully, for the rest of the games. Thank you, everyone.
Goodbye. Love you.